Welcome to Scene Invaders. You got Dan and Felicia here, and today we're going to be talking Your Friends and Neighbors Season 1 finale, Everything Becomes Symbol and Irony. Sorry we didn't cover the show for a few weeks. Some other things came up. All right, so we have some details on Season 2. I do. Felicia doesn't know. I'm going to surprise her with it at the end of the video.
I'm so excited.
Exciting stuff. I love how it ended. So now we know where Season 2 is kind of going to go. But I have to ask you right off the bat, what did you think of the reveal that Paul actually took his own life and Sam set it up to make it look like a murder and then pinned it on Coop to try to get the life insurance money? I think it was pretty satisfying. She got a slap on the wrist because, like Coop said, she didn't actually do anything wrong yet. She didn't kill him.
Yeah.
She didn't cash in the claim, so she's not going to do any jail time. But what did you think of that reveal? I thought it was great.
So I was shocked with all of it, but I will say that I called Sam being guilty with something. I don't remember if I said it in a past video or we've chatted about it in the Discord maybe, but I have mentioned that Sam was weird. I was on to her. I know you were very team Sam and Coop. So when that happened, I felt for you a little bit. I was like, oh, Dan. But yeah, I was shocked and I was really satisfied with it too. I liked it, like how they pieced it all together.
Yeah, I don't know if I was blinded by her beauty or whatever, but
you can't help it with her.
There was just something about, like, I like those two together, Coop and Sam, but I didn't want him to go back to his wife because I see that's where it's heading. Obviously, that's where it's heading. They're going to set that up more in Season 2. It seems like her and Nick are over. They had the little talk at that dinner. It seems like he cut that off. Like, they're done. They're not going to be an item anymore. It's wide open for Mel and Coop to get back together for Season 2. So I guess that's fine. They're in love.
I'm
whatever.
not happy with it either, to be honest. I kind of hope it doesn't end up that way, but it does look like that.
Yeah, it seems the way it's heading. So, all right, let's talk about the episode as a whole. Just saying, like, this show, I mean, Apple TV does a great job of making TV shows. They come out with some of the best shows year after year. They just keep doing it. They keep putting them out. And they get great actors and actresses to come on board and be a part of their shows. Really fun persons joining the cast for Season 2. I'm going to save that for the end of the video. You're going to be surprised of who it is probably. But they do a great job in this show specifically, blending. It's dark comedy, crime, that suburban life, the things way out of my life. I can't imagine people living like that. But, he was fired and he turned to a life of crime. And he's going back to a life of crime. How do you like that? He's robbing from Jack, the motherfucker who started this whole thing. I love that.
I was with it. Yeah, I was going to say I loved the ending. I was kind of hoping that's what he was going to do. When he took the deal, I was like, I think he has a plan. Like, I think he has something up his sleeve. And I was right. I loved it. Yeah, it was so satisfying.
Yeah. So satisfying. It's like, is he going to show up to the airport? Is he going to go? He could get his job back. He could get back pay. He could get like 25% of the cut. That's probably millions and millions of dollars. But he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to steal from you, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I liked it a lot.
They're like untrustworthy now. If he goes back, how do you know they're not going to screw him over again? So it was a smart choice.
Yeah, smart choice. And in the beginning, they started off with the dream sequence. Him wishing he was with his family, then kind of being happy that he got caught in his dream. And that's kind of where it was headed. He was talking to Kat, his lawyer, and she was pushing him to take a plea deal, 6 to 8 years in prison instead of 25 to life. And at first he was going to do it, but then he had a conversation with Mel later, and she's like, you can't go to jail for something you didn't do. So then he changed his mind. No, we're not doing it. She's like, all right, well, you got to give me something better than like the gun was in your car, dude. You got to give me something to work with. So then what does he do? He goes back to his old partner, Elena, and I'm sure they're going to team up again in Season 2. Really Breaking Bad vibes, really, really much so, especially with he's going back to his life of crime. So that's where they're headed with this series, and I like that. It's like the murder thing's out of the way, so let me go back to stealing shit from people. I think it's going to be Season 2 is going to be a lot of fun.
You know what I noticed with Elena and Coop's conversation when they first saw each other? He did mention that she was the one that stole the money from him in the basement. Yeah, which I like that little, like, they didn't make it like a big deal to hear, like, he kind of like guessed it. He knew, but I knew it too.
I mean, I wasn't quite sure who it was, but it makes sense because she needed that to get her brother out of trouble. So whatever, they'll make it back. I'm sure the shit he stole from Jack, I'm sure is going to be worth a lot of money. And he went back into art. He stole the piece of art from Jack. So
yeah, no matter how crazy they say art is, right? It's like a risky. He don't
And
care.
he's trying it again because you can make a ton of money off of art, man. Art
Mhm.
is worth some serious money. The big change in his luck is the phone records. He's like, wait, my phone number is not on here. We called and texted all the time. She has 2 phones. So that was their thing. All right, let's go figure this out. So he went back to Elena saying, hey, can you take this job? Act like you're going to work for her, get me in the house. I want to find this phone. So that was their plan. They wanted to find the phone. And then they find the note that he left. And that was, oh shit, he did it to himself. Then she shot
Mhm.
him twice. Then she tried to frame me. So then we saw the whole, just like how usually he does the whole monologue thing, talking about what actually
Yeah,
happened.
she did
I,
it, yeah.
she did it, and she thought about calling that 911, but then she wouldn't have got his life insurance money. So she did what she did, and this
Mhm.
clears Coop of his murder charge. He's a free man, and it's really good. I like it. I liked it a lot.
Even though I was on to Sam, I was still a little disappointed at her betrayal of Coop. Right, weren't
Yeah,
you a little bit? Like, how she really didn't care at all, like, she was about to I mean, she didn't shoot him, but she was going to like, she pulled the gun out as a threat. That girl is she's a crazy lady, and now she's just free to do more craziness. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, she kind of just
I was a
got
little
gets off
disappointed.
slap on the wrist, and she's fine. So I
Yeah.
wonder what she's going to be like in season 2. She'll probably have to sell the house because she doesn't have the life insurance money anymore.
Mhm.
So she'll probably have to do that, but I'm sure she'll be back for season 2. She's a big name. I'm sure
Yeah,
they'll find some kind of storyline for her to be involved in season 2. So yeah.
for
And
sure.
yeah, then we talked about the hedge fund stuff. They really wanted him back. He decided not to do that. So then we see them at the gala. So they're at the Gutenberg Cancer Gala at the end, and he's dancing with Tori. And then that's when Nick and Mel break up. And then she goes to dance with him, and he says, hey, I got better things to do. I got to go steal from Jack, that
Yeah.
dickhead.
I love
Yeah.
how him and the sister both left in the same way, like, "Oh, the perfect time to leave," right?
Perfect time to leave.
She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Before food is served." Perfect time.
Yeah.
I
And
live by that motto.
she went and wrote on his
Yeah, the
garage. On
best, on
his
the garage
garage.
door, "Fuck Bruce," and then
Yeah.
the wife
Fuck
saw it.
Bruce. Yep.
So good. He
So
deserves it, to
now
be honest.
he does, because he's a piece of shit too. So now
Yeah.
he's gonna have to deal with that. His marriage is probably gonna fall apart. So what's next? He's going back into the life of crime. So what is he gonna do? So he's got his family back, his job he could have had back. He's not going to do that. So throughout the season, we've seen him transform from a financier to an outlaw. And now he's going
Mhm.
back into that life. So that's where season 2 is going to be. I'm all in for it. It's going to be
Me
a
too.
fun ride for season 2. It's going to be really fun. Sam, like we talked about, who knows what they're going to do with her character. If you have any
Something.
predictions, let us know in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do with her character. Mel's arc, I don't love it.
Me
Don't love it.
neither. I don't want
Yeah,
them together. I still have hope that, like, my one theory I have right now for the next season is gonna like, Elena. I think she's sweeping in. At least I hope so. I feel
I
like if
would
they're gonna
love
become
that.
partners again, I think they're
Yeah,
gonna get together in some way, and then he's gonna have to make, like, a hard choice between Mel and Elena,
yeah, I would
which
love
is gonna
that.
suck for the kids, but
It, I
Mel
think
fucked up.
those two together would be very satisfying. So I would
Yeah,
hope that
right?
happens.
For
And the
storytelling, it's good.
one other thing I wanted to say before season 2 stuff, how about Tori worried about not getting into Princeton? What does Coop do?
Mhm.
He goes up to that bitch and he says, I know what you're doing with the SAT scores. And if people
He's
find
silly.
out, word goes quick around here. She'll have trouble getting
Mhm.
into community college, bitch. She can apply anywhere. She's not applying to Princeton. And she's like, you
Yeah.
threatening me? He's like, you goddamn right I'm threatening
Fuck
you. You
yes, I
goddamn right.
am. Yeah,
So there
so
you
good. I
go.
love that
He
too.
he even had a conversation. She's like, do you want me not to be your coach anymore? And she's like, no, I need you to be my coach. So
Oh, I
everything's
loved
cool.
it.
Everything's good. Yeah.
The part with the daughter when she came out after thinking he was gonna go to jail and she, like, laid on him and hugged him, I felt like they really connected, like, she cried, she let out her emotions, he was, like, holding her tight, I cried. Like,
No,
I
yeah.
felt so sad for her. So I feel like that's why she had that moment. She was like, "No, like, you're my guy now." Like
Yeah. Yeah. It was so good. Yeah. I loved
yeah.
it. It was like a very much a win for the Coop family. It was
Yeah,
very much so. So
happy. It ended good for him.
yeah, I was curious where they were going with this season, but it was very satisfying. The finale was very satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt it was
I think
great. It felt like a finale too. It was really good.
yeah, yeah, it did. So season 2, guys, James Marsden. Are you a fan of his, Felicia?
Yes. Oh my gosh, is that who I'm thinking it is? The guy who's
Yeah,
in like fuck like The
you
Notebook. He's
know
like the
him.
other guy, I
Yes, he
think.
is. He
Yeah,
is. He
yeah.
is.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, I love
So
him.
he's coming on board for season 2. They're filming it now, and we're gonna have to see a whole new series of events take place. So obviously, you're gonna have Coop and Elena stealing shit. Will James Marsden be a protagonist or an antagonist? Will maybe he be someone in the thief world that Coop teams up with? Maybe something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe he'll be a new boyfriend to Mel. We'll see. It seems like they're gonna phase out Nick's character a little bit.
Thank God.
Doesn't seem like he has much to do now since he's not dating
No.
Mel anymore. So we'll
No,
see.
yeah. The only
Yeah,
connection he would have is to Elena, right? Because she would still work for him.
true.
So
True.
unless
Yeah,
he
yeah.
starts having like a thing with Elena, I'll be annoyed because I'm done with Nick.
All right, so I got to ask you a question. You weren't the biggest John Hamm fan coming into this series. Now that you've seen the whole season, thoughts?
I love him in this character. I think he sold me with just this role alone. I feel he does it so well. Even the monologues over, sometimes they can be like a little cheesy, like the voiceover, the narrating. But I felt like he wasn't cheesy, and I felt like he did such a good job. Like especially with this
Yeah.
finale, that's why I liked it. I feel like everyone acted their asses off. He's great.
Yeah,
So
he did
he
a
got
really
me.
good job. He's good at being like charming slash dangerous, but also very
Yeah,
compelling at the
he
same
could be like
time.
an asshole, but like nice at the same time. How? I
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
it's
cool.
it's not this is the way I put it. Like it's not a perfect show by any means, but it's so
No.
watchable. It's
Yeah.
so watchable, right?
Yeah, like, I
Like
texted you when
the
I was watching it. I felt like especially all the episodes were good, but this one I told you it felt very intense. Like, I always feel like I'm like, "What the fuck is gonna happen next?" And that's to me like a good show.
And I'm even more excited for season 2 because it's gonna be more of the robbery shit, right? The more of that
Yeah.
vibe, and I think that's a fun vibe. Like him taking his job back is boring. That would have if he would have did
Yeah,
that.
that's
This is
yeah.
it's a mini series, right? You don't explore it any further. But now that they're gonna go into season 2 and he's gonna steal more shit with Elena, it's gonna be fun.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
fucking
Yeah,
interesting because it's always, like, scary, like, is he gonna get caught? Is he not? Like, they're not sometimes, but, like, I don't know, they still
yeah.
get you.
It's gonna be fun. So I love the finale. Are you happy with it? Anything that you wish you got that you didn't get?
I think it was great. There was not one episode I thought was bad. I enjoyed it. Agree with you. I look forward to season 2. And I know like shows only get better each season because in
Yeah,
season 1 it's
yeah,
like the
yeah.
pilot, they just get into their characters. Season 2, now they know, like they know what they're doing. It's going to be great.
If you guys are new here, we're also covering Murderbot. We're going to be covering Foundation in July. We're going to do some
Mhm.
movie reviews and we're going to take suggestions from you. What do you want to see us cover? Let us know and we will definitely do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Your friends and neighbors, sorry we missed a couple episodes, but love this show. Definitely thumbs up from me. Felicia, thumbs
Mhm.
up.
Yes, 2.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Later.
Bye.
Shut up, Comet.